Guys, welcome to yet another installment of the Men of Valor videos. This morning I want to share a little bit about where we're going to be going over the next couple of weeks again. But I want to use it from the basis of the story that many of you know about me at the moment. I've gone on this real good health kick trip where I've started running again and getting fit. My distances have been growing nicely. I started off at 4 kilometers, I've grown to 8 kilometers, but I found that I'm now limited to 8 kilometers. I found that I can't seem to run any further because it looks like my body wants to break down. My back gets a little bit sore when I hit the 7 or 8 kilometer mark. So there's some frustration that wants to set in because I want to move beyond 8 kilometers. I want to get a bit faster, but it's just not able to happen. So I went and got some advice from some of the experts out there who are exceptionally fit and are exceptionally strong, and asked them how did they break through this barrier. And there were two key things that came out for me. Was they spoke about their core strength. Their core muscles had to get stronger before they could build any other muscle on top of that. And the second thing they said was they needed to be more flexible. They needed to be able to have the ability to stretch better. And when they had a look at me, that's exactly what they found. They found that my core strength was strong enough to handle 8 kilometers. But if I wanted to go further, I had to develop my core muscle. What about our spiritual race that the Father's called for you and I? How far can we run on the spiritual call that we've got at the moment? We may have aspirations to be marathon runners for our Father, but maybe spiritually we're only strong enough to run a 4 kilometer race or an 8 kilometer race. Let's spend a couple of Saturdays, guys, talking about what is the spiritual call that we are required to develop to be able to run the marathon that the Father has called for us to run. Because there's no good being able to run 4 kilometers, there's no good being able to run 8 kilometers when the race that the Father has called you and I to run is a 42. Let's unpack what the spiritual core muscles are that we are required to develop in order to run the race that the Father has called us to run.